You know what time it is? We are here, episode 46, the Best of Rivals podcast. I'm Jordan J. Will. You got my boy D Bevan in the building.
Yeah, just watched a great game. Bunch of great games this weekend, Jay. Bunch of great games.
Hey, I love how you just straight to it. There's no, yeah, how y'all feeling? Nah, it's
Nope.
just straight. We're straight to the games. And we
All
had a big
business.
one. Hey, we had a big one, a big thing.
That's a pretty good accent, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
I appreciate it. Now we had Arsenal, Liverpool. It went down. And this game lived up to expectations for me. Um, you try to say that the game between us was a game of the year. Nah, this game we just saw, to me, that's game of the year so far. Um,
100%. 100%.
it's the type of game I want to see. Both teams throwing punches. I had Liverpool. I mean, I had Arsenal. I think we both kind of had them scoring at least 3 goals. I thought that was something that they were gonna do. Didn't expect Liverpool to get 2 goals on them, but even at the same time those 2 goals weren't convincing for me. I mean, Nunes had one that was good for him. No. Stop. We got to give him some credit because that finish, that's it's not Holland, but it's Holland-esque. No, it was, bro. It was nice. Something very simple, but something they needed. The thing for them is Salah isn't making any noise, and we got to speak on it. You know, we talked about who was the best winger in the Premier League in the Prem, and I said Saka, and I said Saka, this was a big game for him to step up and make some noise. What do you do? 2 goals. Put him on notice. Where was Salah? Nowhere to be
See that
found.
yeah. I mean, I saw I had an alert that went to my phone. It said something like the police are investigating like a missing persons report on Mo Salah. I think, I'm pretty sure he's in Tommy Asu's pocket right now. I mean, that's exactly where he was for that entire 68 minutes that he was playing. Bro, non-existent. I've always kind of had this feeling that that Salah's been a little bit overrated. Um, whether it's he has a great finish here, then a sloppy goal here, and it's like doesn't really do much else for the team. And today, bro, I mean, here's my thing with this whole Liverpool situation, bro. I mean, I said it last episode. It's over, bro. It's done. The accountability's gone. The magic is lost,
I I
bro.
I, I just think it's really they're getting old, bro. They are getting old, and the thing with the Premier League is it's a young man sport. Period. And it's something I hate with United. We go for these big name players, but they're old. When you are at a certain age and you've competed a lot, your body it just breaks down on you, bro. And I'm looking at Liverpool. Like you said, the drive is just not there anymore. The
Yeah,
motivation, like they're not young. There's no hunger. They got what I mean, what they wanted to do. They won a Premier League title, a Champions League title. Probably one of more Premier League titles. Definitely one of more Champions League titles. They were right there every single time. But they did something nice. They accomplished it, but they're gone. The dynasty's over, if
yeah,
you even want to call it that. It's done. I'm so happy because I told everybody it was going to come. This day was going to come, and we're speaking on it right now. Arsenal just solidified it for me.
yeah.
Um, this was a big W for them, and
Massive.
it just looked like a passing of the crown. I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn, like something I've noticed. I'm gonna let you go and talk about what you want to talk about, but something I've noticed with the Premier League and especially these like big time clubs, historic clubs, there can never be like too many at one time. So while we're seeing Liverpool, one of the greatest English clubs of all time, somewhat going on a downhill, we have Arsenal, who's also a very historic club that was once just the laughing stock of the Premier League. They are now finding their way back to the top. And I
Yeah,
think this is going to be their reign. They're going to compete for a while, bro. I'm looking at the squad and god damn, they like the passing, bro, between like their front three is just crazy. Their connection is just on a different level, very city-esque.
yeah,
So, I'll let you go, man. I don't know how you feel about it.
yeah. I mean, we said it last. Was it last week? Like, yo, Arsenal is the real deal. They do have the players now. They have the system now. But I mean, I still think that they're extremely short in terms of personnel. Um, if you take Thomas Partey out of that team, it's not the same team. And this is kind of what I've been saying. If you look at that first half, they were okay. They scored 2 goals, but they weren't playing great. That second half, bro, Thomas Partey was a 10 out of 10. The guy didn't put a foot wrong. He initiated the offense when he needed to. He kept the ball when he needed to. He defended when he needed to. He switched the play when he needed to. This is he's just a difference maker, bro. I get it. Martinelli, wow, the flash. Saka, great penalty. Jesus running up and down the pitch. There's a lot of great things going on, but without Thomas Partey, that team isn't what it is, and that's kind of why I don't think that they're necessarily going to threaten Manchester City throughout the season. It's just because I don't think they have enough. When you're relying on one guy for your machine to actually work, I think it's going to be tough. As great as KDB is, and he is the real identity of our team. Even if he was out, we would still be 80, 85%. I think if Thomas Partey goes out of this team, I mean, you're looking at a 65, 70% Arsenal. That's going to be struggling, to be honest
So
with you.
was that your man of the match for Arsenal?
It's tough
Would
to
you?
have a man of the match because you think about Martinelli goal and assist. You think about Jesus literally got knocked out and he still was incredible. Saka with the penalty. Xhaka had a good game. Let's talk about Saliba real quick, bro. I have to. You know, we saw the records that we saw everything that he won in the French league, the
Yeah.
young player awards and stuff like that. He's making his way into the France team for the World Cup. He comes back and he has a few good games for Arsenal. Let me just tell you right now, we have to stop with this whole, he could be, let's wait until the end of the season. This guy is world class, bro. He's world class. I don't care what anyone says. Think about this, Jay. Think about this, Jay. I say a lot of crazy stuff, but it all makes sense. What Premier League team would he not start for? He would start for every single Premier League team. He would start for Bayern Munich. He would start for Barcelona. He would start for Inter Milan.
I'll
He would
give you
start for
this.
basically
I'll give you this. That term, world class, it's a very particular, and you just can't toss it
yes,
around with everybody, right?
100%.
So I agree with you saying that where wouldn't he start? He probably would start at majority of every club he goes to, right? Let me at least see a full season
No,
from
because
him first.
what you just said is he would probably start at every club.
And
That's
that's
exactly what world
no,
class
bro. No,
is.
no, no.
That's
It's
exactly what world
no,
class
bro.
is.
No, no, no,
He would
no.
he would
Right, right,
start in
right, right.
Manchester
Listen,
United's team
listen.
over
That's
Varane.
that's that's
He would.
that's world class, but it also involves consistency and how long you do it for.
I'm not
That's
saying
world
he's the greatest
class.
player of all time,
So
Jay.
listen to me.
I'm just
Let's
saying at
see
the moment he
a
is a
full
world class
season
player.
first.
I agree, but he's a world class
This
player
is a
at the
very hot
moment.
take. You saying world class Saliba?
Jay,
Okay, all
Jay,
right,
I don't
all
need to
right.
see much more. Jay, how much do I need to see? Do I need to see 30 games, 40 games? How many games do I need
A
to
full
see
season.
to determine what if he's the
So
best?
so
If he's the best center
what?
back,
So
I
wait,
didn't say he's the
listen
best
to
center
me.
back in the
Listen
world.
to me. I'm a man of storylines. What happens if Arsenal fumbles the bag and their defense is terrible and Saliba somehow, some way manages? I'm just saying. What happens when it's the season still is going on? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
let's
I understand that. I understand the longevity aspect, but I'm not
right.
saying he's the best defender in the world. I'm not saying he's the best player in the world. I'm not saying he's the greatest of all time. I'm just saying when you can get into damn near every single team in the world,
Yeah,
maybe there's a question about getting in the Real Madrid team. But besides that, he gets in the Man City team. He gets in the Arsenal team, obviously. Tottenham, Chelsea, Man U, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Barcelona, AC Milan, Juventus. He gets into every single team except for maybe Real Madrid.
we're gonna
That's
see.
world class, bro.
We're gonna see what the community says. I like this one.
I'm
We're
not even
gonna see
trying to
what
do
they
a hot
say.
take. I genuinely just
No, no, no,
this guy.
no. Don't you run now. Don't you run now.
Oh my god.
Own it. Yeah, bum.
I
But
100% it. I do own it.
shouts to Arsenal. Yeah, I want to give them credit.
Yeah.
They've been killing, looking like a very young, scary team that's potentially gonna threaten City. But I think we both know they just don't have enough yet.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to United,
We
everyone
know
was
we definitely know they don't have enough.
all right, chill. You won. Good job. Haha. We'll see you again. But everyone was wondering how we're gonna respond. You know, we got Everton, a very, very tough game. A game I was dreading going into because it's just something about Everton and their grit, bro. They play hard nosed football,
Yeah,
and we saw that early on because the great Casemiro, which everyone loves in the United community, right? I was the man that they came at. I'm gonna stand on that hill because what do we see to start off the game? He's slow. It has nothing to do with his talent. We see that he can pass. His vision, he created the goal for Cristiano. We can see that. But he's slow, bro. And the Premier League is so fast. Turns over the ball, so clumsy. Puts De Gea in a very bad position because I knew right away that it was going to be a goal. I saw it. Just see it, bro. And your boy Alex comes in.
I told you about Iwobi, bro. I told you.
That's
Listen,
shaky,
he
bro.
at the same time though, he's the one who he lost the ball in the midfield that gave away the goal for I think Ronaldo. So it's like here's my thing, bro. If we're talking about Casemiro, right? Casemiro had some incredible. Casemiro basically proved that he is 100% the starter for Manchester United,
Oh
even though
yeah,
he
of
had even though
course.
he had some not so great moments. He had a lot of not so great, a lot of losing the ball.
It was like
But
a
what
give and take.
exactly? It was 100% give. But what you really saw is like what he can do is
Oh,
1,000 times better than what McTominay can do.
but this is the thing though. This is the thing, and I want everyone to understand this. The dude is like crazy talented. Like Casemiro is scary, right? But he's not motivated. You can clearly see that he's not there to win anything. For at least from my perspective, I'm watching him,
Yeah,
bro. He taps into it when he wants to tap into it, like straight up. The dude
I
is
don't.
like,
I see
come
what you're
on,
saying.
come
I see
on,
what you're
bro.
saying. No, I do see what you're saying. I think there's a couple of things here, right? One, he's not playing the Champions League. This is a guy who's been playing in the Champions League for I don't know how many years. He's
It's
playing in the Europa
levels.
League now. So he's like, yeah, he knows they're not going to win the Premier League. So he's definitely not playing for a trophy. He just started. He just got in the starting lineup. You know, there's a lot of issues here. But listen, when you're making 300 grand, you have one of the best CVs of all time. Yeah, you're probably
Yep.
right. His motivation isn't going to be the same. But I think we have to give it a little bit of time with Casemiro because
Hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I mean, at this point, I know he is our starter. I've accepted that. I'm not saying
yeah,
that McTominay should start over Casemiro. My whole thing was I wasn't thrilled with the buy to begin with
it's a
because
crap
I
buy.
it's a
It's a
crap buy.
terrible buy. I was thinking about it. Let's say he plays at Man U for 4 years, right? I guarantee you, after year two, you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my god, he can't start anymore. We got to find somebody else," and you won't be able to sell him because he's going to be old and he's going to be on 300 grand a week.
Yeah,
He's impossible to sell. So you guys are going to get to a point where you're like, "Oh my god, we have a disaster on our hands." But for now, he's a good sort of like short term option, but a
yeah.
60 million pound short term option. That's
No
crazy.
facts. But with some positives with the game, we get the W. Uh,
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo, right? Right. I
positive.
mean, he played a part. Let's not skip Anthony as well. The Anthony and Anthony
The Anthony
connection,
Anthony show.
the little connection.
Yeah.
Shouts to my boy, man. It's unfortunate to see him get hurt again. With the hip, I don't know what's going on, bro. You saw it. I didn't see it in training.
Jay, I didn't see it. Jay, this guy walks outside and gets injured. I don't know
It's
if he like just I don't know what it is. Is he actually injured? He has to
so
be
so, so
actually
no
injured,
so
right?
so so listen to me. And here goes me on my conspiracy, bro. You told me you're like bro, like he's hurt. Like I was like, why the hell would Eric sub him out for Ronaldo? One, he played the game, and when he played, bro, he created the goal for Anthony. Very nice hold up play,
Yes.
right? I'm watching him, and then he gets subbed off, and the game's ongoing, and then they pan back to him, and he's in the cut talking to Sancho,
No,
and he's smiling, cracking up,
no, no,
laughing. Bro, him and Eric got this little thing. Like, bro, we
no,
gonna get you right. We're not gonna rush you back yet. We got to give Ronaldo some play.
no way.
I'm sold on it. I'm sold on it, bro. Because
You know what? Okay,
there's no way this guy gets an assist. He gets what he needs to do, and then Eric's like, all right, yeah,
you know what, Jay?
go take him off.
Jay, I thought you were gonna say some stupid stuff, but that was actually like I'm like 80% there with you, to be honest with you. Because the only reason I'm not 100% is because he did walk down the tunnel and it looked like look, he's holding his hip a little bit. I'm like, okay, okay, bro. He's next thing you know, he's on the bench, just like I don't know what he's doing, bro. He's vibing down there. I'm like, aren't you injured? Hip?
Yep.
Like,
Isn't it hard
You
to
should,
sit, bro? Like, what's going
that's what I'm
on?
saying. You should be like on the table or something, bro.
Um,
Listen, over at the end of the day, though, Ronaldo came on, and I thought that's one of his better games for sure. If you look at his like Ronaldo and Martial, very very different players, but
yeah,
they both they both kind of played like really well at what they do. And
yes.
we have to talk about this situation, bro. At the end of the day, when it comes to Sancho, as much as I think Sancho's a good player, I know you love him. When Anthony comes in, he scores 3 goals in 3 games. Let's just be honest. That right wing spot, that is Anthony's.
So,
There's no debate on that one, right?
hey, check mark, right? Boom. I give you
Okay.
that, right? I give you
Okay.
that. My thing to everybody, this is united community. I'm coming at you because I've been seeing everything you've been saying about the boy, our star boy. It's him. He is too talented to put on the bench, regardless. I don't care what you say. You don't take away from Anthony or Anthony. You put him in a fucking midfield. Because
Okay.
clearly, no, listen to me. Clearly, Bruno Fernandez is not it. He sucks. I watched him today. The dude is terrible. Absolute, like, terrible, bro. He also made a very, very bad decision early on. Could have cost us a goal.
Yeah.
Decision making, trying to flare, kick it off his back heel for passes. It's
He
not
does it
going
every
anywhere.
he does it like every
Terrible.
single yeah, he does it every single
Bro,
yeah.
the dude's IQ is just not it. You take him out, you put him on the bench. You can make him a super sub if you want to, but he's not. He shouldn't be in the starting midfield, in my opinion. You put Sancho in that role. You let him see the ball more. He has Anthony on his right, Rashford on his left. Hopefully, with a healthy Martial up front. But we do need to look for another striker, just to be safe, because the guy gets hurt way too much. But you have that in front of Sancho, bro. It's a recipe for success.
Well, I agree with you. On paper I agree. But at the end of the day, I think if Sancho goes into that role, I think you would miss the work rate of Bruno. And I'm not saying Bruno's great because I don't you know how I feel about Bruno.
Yeah.
Sancho hasn't proven that he's going to work for the team. That's just the reality. I don't know if it's like, he's got the nice haircut, nice, he's got the nice watch. I don't know if that's his style. Anthony has proven that he will work for the team. Sancho, he hasn't proven that to me, bro. The
So
guy, the guy is very, if a lot of things need to go right for him to have a good game. That's what I've seen over his time at Manchester United.
yeah,
And I think that's a little bit of an issue. However, on paper, 100%, I think he would be a better number 10, if you will, than Bruno, for sure.
yeah. I mean, I just look at it this way. You know, um, like Bruno. Don't get me wrong. I see what you're saying with the work rate thing. He goes back and forth. He's attacking. He's trying to defend. He does everything. Effort. Like, he's given effort every game. Sancho, on the other hand, I feel like we haven't really seen. Like, people want to say his effort isn't good enough, but he plays on a wing where he really isn't seeing the ball that much.
Yeah.
And when he does see it, he tries to make moves, but like, it just, like, I watched it today with us, bro. Our wing play between the wings and the backs is terrible.
Yeah.
It's very just that stagnant. We don't make moves. It's a lot of backwards passing. Um, Martinez is the one, bro. He's very creative. Shouts to him. He knows how to do it really, really well. Move the ball, just pass the wings and everything. But yeah, Sancho hasn't really had that, bro. Hasn't had that opportunity. So I'm saying, if you give him this, and everyone knows this is the keys right here, so there's no excuses, and he doesn't, perform, then we all know, like, okay, yeah, that's the real. But I feel like he hasn't had the opportunity, honestly. And when he has, he scored. He's a big time player. He scored goals
Yeah.
against
No,
big clubs. So what are people saying here?
I don't know. It's interesting with Sancho, bro. Yeah, I mean, I think time will tell. At the same time, though, here's the biggest issue. It's when the team or the manager or the club, when they appoint a captain that's inconsistent and that's not playing well, you kind of just screw it over because this is what happened when the reason Maguire didn't get dropped for so long is because he was captain, not
Yeah,
because of his performances. And I think the same thing is going to happen with Bruno. You're not going to drop him because he's the captain. It's as simple as that, bro.
Yeah,
So, like, while I like this idea and this experiment for you guys, I don't think it's going to happen for that reason alone. And you also have to think about it. Look how bad Erickson is playing as like a number six. He's not, bro. He's not a holding midfielder. Yet he's
he's not.
playing
He's
holding
not.
midfield.
He's not. He's not. Well,
And
that's
the only reason he's playing that position is because Bruno's playing. That's the
yeah.
only reason. You know what I
So
mean?
that's what I'm saying. Bruno is taken away from so many people, in a
Yes.
way they could play on a team. I'm not saying you don't play him, but he shouldn't start. He can be
You said
a
super
crazy
sub
super
earlier.
sub. He can be a
Yeah, you
crazy
said
super
super.
sub.
I think that's a great idea. That's a lot of energy coming off the bench. That's a different.
It's
He's a
perfect, bro.
whether you think he's a good player or not, he's a very dynamic player. You know,
Exactly.
he's an interesting player to bring off the bench. I think that's a great point, bro. Great point.
Yeah, and and just to I guess wrap it up with United. I'm very happy with the W. Obviously, we're right there. I think we're fifth now, chasing Chelsea, City, Arsenal, and Spurs. Um, yeah, we're right there in striking distance. Uh, I think obviously we got a lot of work to do. Midfield and striker are the two positions that I think we gotta get in check, figure some things out because defensively I'm pretty confident now. It's kind of crazy. I
Yeah,
wouldn't have said that about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but
1 year
Martinez,
ago.
bro,
Yeah,
yeah, even 1 year ago. But Martinez, the dude is legit, man. He is
but
a
help.
monster.
Yeah,
He's a
like
monster, bro.
we've been saying it. I mean, all along, a healthy Varane and Martinez is a really good back. It's a really good back too. So
It's a good back to, and my boy has been performing, and people better take
Luke
notice.
Shaw,
Yes.
he had a decent game. He
Yes.
had a decent game.
Yes. He had a good game. He did. He did. He was attacking. He was defending, rushing back. See, I told you the thing with Luke is if he gives effort, bro, he can be up there. But it's
Yeah, but that's
when he
if
wants to
you know
do
what I
it.
mean. Yeah, it's
It's when
if
he wants to do it.
we've talked about
Luke's a
this last
fool.
year too. It's like his performances are very like you don't know what you're gonna get with him, bro. You know the talent's there. I mean,
It's there.
remember that stint last year where he was like the best left back in the league
Yes,
for like
bro.
a month or two, like just like no question, he was the best left back in the league. And then
Going
now
dumb.
and then he loses a starting spot. So it's weird
Yeah.
stuff.
But we obviously won, but Tottenham won as well. Um, and I feel like people aren't talking about them. Obviously, they lost to Arsenal, and rightfully so. But they got a special guy over there that you guys once wanted at one time.
Thank God. You know what? We haven't talked about this. Thank God we didn't get Harry Kane. Thank God we did
Wait,
not
wait,
get
wait,
Harry
wait,
Kane.
wait, 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 wait. Why? I
Bro,
mean,
we won the
he
league.
has
Bro,
he
we
has
won a
eight,
league without him, and then we got Holland the next year. 100% I'm
but
taking that.
but he has 8 goals in 9 games.
Oh, damn. So he doesn't have 15 goals? Okay, okay.
Let me ask you, for me to say that and you to not even oh, that's pretty impressive.
It's phenomenal.
Right, right,
It's
right, right.
incredible that
But
he has
has
8 goals in 9 games.
has Holland changed the whole, I guess, narrative with that? Is it
Yes,
correct? Like it has to be.
yeah. See, he's playing a different game. You have to understand. So you have to understand this about Holland, right? It doesn't matter how many goals he ends with for the rest of the season. It's irrelevant. Okay.
Yeah,
Understand? He scored 1 goal this weekend. He easily, and I mean easily, could have had a hat trick. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like the chances are going to be there.
yeah.
His finishing, his ability to move in the box, his understanding of how to work with his team, bro. It, there's no interest in me talking about. Well, Harry Kane has having a good. Of course, Harry Kane's having a great season so far. Jesus is having a great season. Mitrovic, Ivan Tony, great season so far, bro. They're not in the same conversation, and like I'm watching this guy, bro. He hits the inside of the post and he misses a sitter from 6 yards out, and he scored. He could have had a hat trick so easily in that game. I think he's going to be like he could score 2-3 goals every game for the rest of the season, bro. It's unfair until somebody or some team proves that they can stop him or contain him or maintain him. I'm going to continue to be like, yo, this guy can score 40, 50, 60. It doesn't matter. He can score as many goals as he wants.
I mean, he's gonna come against somebody, bro. That's gonna match him.
Is Tottenham that team? Because that we all know Conte is a super defensive minded coach. He plays five at the
Nah,
back.
it's
I,
gonna be your boy, the man you've been praising all episodes, Saliba. He gonna do it.
that'd be such a good matchup though. Because listen, Gabriel will get destroyed by
Oh
Holland. There's
yeah,
no question.
he's getting
But
run past.
Saliba, interesting.
That would be a nice one.
That'd be a
But,
great.
but no,
Oh
yeah,
my god, that'd be a great matchup.
I think you're right, bro. With Holland, it's just like it's crazy, bro. Like, is he? You're expecting to go from him every game.
I'm expecting a goal from him every chance. This is what I'm talking about, bro. It's not. It's different levels. Like I've never seen this, Jay. This is
Yeah, I've
this
never
is
seen it.
bro. You're talking about 8 goals in 9 games for Kane. That's damn near unheard of. The only reason that's not the biggest thing in the papers is because of Holland. So you just have to understand it's a different level, bro. I don't need.
Ooh.
We don't even Jay. We don't even know what we're watching. 3 hat tricks in a row. We don't know what we're watching, Jay. Let's
Yeah,
just be honest.
this is we're living in history, people, and I want everyone to
Yes,
understand that. That's why it's so hard for us to like find words and just our expressions because this stuff is crazy. This dude is really getting hat tricks like it's nothing.
we can't articulate like
And
what he's doing
yeah,
because it's just incredible.
in the biggest game, so far. So I think what will really tell, and I guess it would solidify everything. Is he gonna give us a performance like this in say the Champions League final or semifinal? That's
Yeah,
what's gonna determine everything because that's like the highest level he
yeah.
can do it.
We haven't, we haven't had great performances every game,
Yeah,
but I think once we really struggle, we're gonna see what Holland can do. Right?
yeah.
Is Holland the guy that can make something out of nothing? Which so far he's kind of proven that he can. But in those tough games where we need our strikers to finish and all like the big games, like you're saying, the knockout games, the
Hmm.
tournament games, the cup ties away from home, if he delivers there, I mean, I don't know, Jay. We're talking about like much how I said Saliba's world class. Are we talking about this guy's arguably one of the best ever after one season at Man City? If he does what we think he's going to do, like if he wins Premier League, Champions League, and scores 40 goals in the season, is he not one of the best players of all time? Like, think about that, Jay.
Oh, I mean,
We talk about longevity and I 100% believe in consistency. You talk about it matters,
all right.
but bro,
I would say he is if he does that, you know, Champions League, Premier League, all that Golden Boot, he would be easily in my book a top a top three striker of all time. Not saying player, striker.
okay, fair, yeah,
Yeah. Um.
because
So
it's unreal, right? Like
yeah, it's unreal.
it's unreal. So I don't know, bro. I'm loving it at the moment. I'm watching these games, and over the last like few weeks, I've been
Yeah.
thinking about all the players that we had. Like I remember we had Joe, Roque Santa Cruz, Adebayor, Ben Johnny. Like if you're a Man City fan and and you've been watching these games, bro, since I don't know how long, we've had the struggles, bro. So I'm just in a moment right now where I'm just appreciating everything I'm watching. I'm just like, you know what? We deserve this guy. We deserve him. People talk about all the money and all this crap. I've watched the games, Jay, where we're playing. Craig Bellamy was our best player. You know what I mean? Like, like, listen, I love him, but come on, you know what I mean? Now we've got the guy, and I'm loving it, Jay. I'm absolutely loving it.
Hey,
Even if we lose a game, I don't even care. I'm enjoying watching this guy dominate. I really am.
I'm happy for you, man. It's
You
about time.
know?
It's
Yeah.
about time you you start feeling like a champ. Having the big time player come to your club. We had Cristiano a long time ago, and Wayne Rooney. You probably heard of him as well. Just some
I've heard of
names.
him. Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
that bicycle kick against us, I remember that.
phenomenal. Um, but we're talking about Champions League, and there's a certain team representing La Liga in Barcelona that you aren't, too shabby on in the Champions League right now. They got a big game against Inter coming up.
Yep.
Um, you're questioning Xavi as a manager, saying, "Is he the man for Barcelona?" Do you think they're going to respond the way that people expect them to respond, or is it going to be a slip up?
I mean, I think all that matters is the result. I don't think it matters how they play.
Yeah,
What I said last week was, if Barcelona don't make it out the group, Xavi has to go. And again, the reason isn't because of Xavi. It's not like I watch every Barcelona game. I don't know how the hell they're playing.
yeah,
All I'm just looking at this from a storyline perspective, right? All we heard in the summer was Barcelona this, Barcelona got this guy, that guy, this guy, that. They've gone every player under the sun. There's an opportunity here where Inter Milan wins, Barcelona loses. We're looking at 9 points for Inter, 3 for Barcelona, with 2 games left. It's damn near impossible for them to make it out. So, Jay, I mean, I think we just go to predictions, Jay. I think does Barcelona. I'm actually gonna be watching that game. It's on a Wednesday, and we're playing on the Tuesday, so I'm 100% gonna be watching that game. Do Barcelona make it out of the group stage? I know we kind of discussed it last week, but looking at the game coming up, I mean,
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, like for real. And
go ahead.
if everyone's listening,
You've done well on predictions, Jay. You've done
yeah,
well.
I'm telling you, I'm feeling good about this one. You can take it, and be smart if you want to. You can go anytime goal scorer, but I'm banking on hat trick Lewandowski, Barcelona. He's been pretty quiet lately. Um, it's a big game. They need something. He's gonna show why they paid the big bucks for him. Telling you, go Hattie Lewandowski.
Okay, that's in the bank. That's locked in.
That's locked in. So I say three. Nah, 4-1 Barcelona.
Interesting. That's actually a really interesting scoreline. I kind of
Yeah.
like that, to be honest with you. However, I think the worst is going to happen. I think we're going to see some folding happen.
Okay.
I think we're going to see um, some tight plays. We'll say
Yeah.
Inter 2-1. Barcelona done. Xavi out the
Done.
door.
Done.
I think Xavi out the door. Thomas Tuchel in. Trust me on this one, Jay. Jay, trust me. Trust me on this one, Jay. Just don't. You're laughing at me. This is stupid. Why are you laughing at me?
Can you really think Tuchel about to come in and take the Barcelona job?
100%.
Oh my,
100%.
bro,
Jay,
stop
Jay,
it,
Jay.
stop it,
If Inter
stop
win,
it.
Barcelona's out. Xavi gets fired. Who else are you gonna hire?
You want to know something though? It's especially with Barcelona. They are true to their people. They would not let a German come in and just get rid of a Spanish player just like that. I'm telling you, bro, it just won't happen. They would do it in house if anything. Tuchel, that's just not happening, bro. It's not happening. I don't see it at least.
Jay, that's what they said the first time. That's what they said at the start of the season. And a month later, they all look stupid. Don't you
Okay.
dare go against me, Jay. Don't do it. It doesn't work
Yeah,
out for a lot of people.
I would never bet against this guy. But okay. You said
No,
you
it's just
got
a little. Yeah,
Inter. Okay, all right.
Inter 2-1. You got him 4. You got Barcelona 4-1. We'll see.
4-1.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I'll be watching the game for sure.
Lewandowski hat trick. Everybody. Hope you
Okay.
caught that. But to wrap it up, because I know you guys are dying of hearing this guy's voice over here. I know I am. But
I am quite annoying. I know.
no, you guys got a big game. Um, I feel like every game for you is somewhat big because you don't want to fumble points, but this is a very, very big one. It's a former enemy and rival of yours.
Definitely not a rival anymore, Jay. They're done.
LFC, he is saying you guys are not at that standard anymore. Liverpool City, uh, Pep, Klopp, they got history. Are you expecting fireworks or are you expecting a nice little beating? You guys get them out of there.
We're gonna go to Anfield. We're literally gonna win the game 3-0. And we're just gonna shut up Liverpool for the rest of the season. It's 100% happening, bro. It's you play Liverpool with Trent Alexander-Arnold starting, you're guaranteed to score a goal.
He
So
looked really bad.
we've already got one there. Holland is scoring over a goal a game. That's 2. don't Jay.
You know,
The
you
mid your
know
mid their midfield is embarrassing. We're gonna dominate possession 70-30. They're gonna
this
play Nunez up top. We'll put him in a pocket. No problem. Jay, we're looking at 3-1 minimum.
this is music to my ears because
Okay.
we are witnessing right now. Like Liverpool is so vulnerable. You know, they are in a state of just like they're cold, they're shivering, they need a blanket, and there's this big wolf just circling around. Everyone knows it in town. They really about to get down. Like I think the possibility is just like a 5-0. I would love to see something like that. Get them out of here. Like
Yeah.
have him crying, have Salah shaking his head. You know, I want to see it all, bro. It's over. You know, because they've been talking so much. Their fan base is crazy. They get all this banner, all this, just crap. I'm tired of it, bro. And so to see City possibly, because you all were laughing at us last weekend. It was then United can't keep up. You know, now we're about to see somebody else get smacked too.
Yeah. Yeah. They think they're different or something like that.
Yeah, like
Listen,
come on, they in the worst position, honestly, because that defense is just looking so. Like I'm sorry, Virgil just looks so slow and
Virgil looks like he doesn't care anymore.
yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. I know we were talking about him or Saliba. I mean, you got to go Saliba this season for sure.
100%.
Like, yeah, he's
100%.
just solidified it, man. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm going 3-0. We're going to go into Anfield and we're going to just smack him up, bro. Guaranteed. I'm not even talking like from a
yeah,
standpoint of like, oh, it's my team. Like, you know how I am with Liverpool. Last year, I'm like, oh my God, maybe we'll win. We're probably going to lose.
yeah,
This year, bro, yeah, we're smacking them up.
yeah. I'm gonna go 3-0.
The Man U fan going through. Do you want that to happen, or do you like actually think that's going to happen?
Nah, I think well, you guys are definitely scoring goals, right? It's just
Yeah,
how many you want to score. So I think 4 or 5 is very very likely. Like I kind
I
of
think
want to
it's
lean in that range, but I think 3 is just a sure end. Like it can be a
yeah.
nice little smack 'em up.
Got you.
3-0.
Is there any like we've been rivals for the past few years? You think there's any like any change in how they play, or is it just like what's to happen this season's going to continue to happen?
So it's interesting because I'm thinking that Pep and City are going in with the mindset of just killing off Liverpool. There shouldn't be any doubt of like, man, they're walkover. Like, no, this is Liverpool. Get rid of them.
Yeah,
But on the other hand, if they are expecting this just to be a cakewalk, I think there is some. Nah, I don't even see Liverpool get beaten 2-1. Nah, I was gonna try to give them some hope, but I don't see it, bro.
I don't
Just
see
not
it
against
either.
City. City's too deep, man. If they're fumbling the bag, Pep's gonna change some stuff up and have you know, the A minus team come in. It's not even the
Yeah,
B team; it's the A
yeah.
minus team.
It's a great point.
Um,
I was just about to say in the week we're playing FC Copenhagen again, and we're
yeah,
top of our group by a mile. Liverpool on the other end, they need to win against Rangers, or else it's going to be pretty tough in the Champions League. So they honestly might, Klopp might pull one of those. Play all the best players against Rangers, get the dub, just screw the Man City game. Where are you going to lose? I don't know how he's going to play it, but we'll see.
yeah, we shall see, man. It's been a good one though, Brody.
Yeah, it's been a good one. Great weekend of football as usual. Well, I watched so many games; it was ridiculous. But more coming up. I absolutely love it, bro.
Champions League, man. I gotta get my fantasy together. Been I got Leroy Sané, who has been absolutely balling in Champions League, but I forgot to start him one weekend. I was at work, and it's just getting crazy, man. I gotta find me some way to get my team together because I got a nice squad, bro. It's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, whatever, Jay. You think you're better than Ten Hag? Stop it.
I mean, yeah,
Both bold.
obviously.
All right. So with that, that's episode 46 of the Best of Rivals podcast. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at the Best of Rivals. You can view and listen to this podcast every single week, twice a week, most weeks, on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube at the Best of Rivals podcast. For myself, for Jay, episode 46 is in the bag. We are out.